Buonasera a tutti. Good evening and welcome to the Italian Radio Hour. Io sono Viviana and I would like to welcome back our regular listeners and also welcome any new listeners. Also, be sure to like us on Instagram and Facebook at the Italian Radio Hour and subscribe to our YouTube channel to catch up on any past video interviews. Vorrei dare il benvenuto ai nostri ascoltatori da tutto il mondo. Grazie per essere con noi anche oggi, mentre continuiamo il nostro viaggio per l'Italia e la cultura italiana. Well, if you're one of those people like me who loves anything made in Italy, from food to luxury brands to fashion and sustainability, today you're going to definitely enjoy our conversation with Lorenzo Lisi, who is one of the people behind the upcoming Expo, the biggest Expo of the Made in Italy that is going to take place in Los Angeles this October 19th through the 22nd. So stay tuned because we're going to get a lot of information out of Lorenzo. Ma prima, pubblicità. Parli italiano? Do you want to learn, improve, or master your Italian? Istituto Mondo Italiano can help. Located in the heart of Regent Square, Mondo Italiano offers small group classes and one-on-one private tutoring to help you learn Italian in no time. Visit us online at www.istitutomondoitaliano.org. Benvenuto al programma, Lorenzo, come stai?
Bene, grazie. Thank you for having me. It's a great pleasure to be here with you.
Well, you are connecting from California, so you are enjoying the beautiful weather that California is.
Yeah, I'm in Pasadena right now, and finally we have good weather. This last year was a nightmare because with all of the rain and this weird weather and more humidity, we are not usually have this kind of weather anymore, but we finally getting some sun.
Okay, Lorenzo, so the reason why we're having this beautiful conversation is that there's going to be a great event happening in Los Angeles in just a couple of weeks. That is the NEXXT Expo, which is indeed the biggest expo of the Made in Italy here in the US. We will be talking about who is going to go there, what's the purpose of these events. But first, let's learn a little bit about you, because we had a little chit chat offline, and I kind of detected a little bit of a Florentine accent. Am I correct?
Yes, I'm definitely from Florence.
and
my city and my heart.
Okay, so from Florence to California, did you dream about California? Do you have Californian dreams growing up? Or...
Yeah, I had a dream from when I was young, because of course, all of what we could see on TV and everything was amazing, and something was difficult to understand. But then in 1998, I met my actual wife, and she's from here, Pasadena. And after 18 years together in Italy, we decided to move here in 2016 with my daughter. She's 16 today. And I'm very happy to live here. Of course, I broke my heart to live in Florence and the family, because for Italian people, leave the family and parents is something that you would never think about it. But the living here is so much better. I can say that I'm grateful to be here.
So the organization that you are heading, you are one of the co-founders and the CEO, U.S. company advisor. So tell us a little bit about the purpose of this organization first, and then we'll go and talk about the expo.
Yeah, because we are Italian, of course, the 99% of our customers are from Italy, and we provide consultancy for all of the company from Italy or Europe in general that they want to establish their new business here in US or Maine in California. And we provide them every services they need, from accounting, management, warehouses, logistics, and everything else.
Okay, so at what point did you and Paolo decided to kind of break the geographical barrier and start your company?
This is a good point, because after many years of living here, we decided to definitely start a different kind of expo, because usually we go to some certain businesses expos, like if you are producing of tomatoes, there is definitely
the trade show
one
for
of
that
them.
event. Mm-hmm.
Every show has a different kind of purpose. Our show is just a purpose of the Made in Italy, because we know our country, and we know our people, and we know how good they are making what they're doing. But the big problem, like we discussed before, is the size of the companies in Italy. And the main problem that we find every single time, that many Italians really don't know the regulation here in US, and really don't understand how to introduce themselves to the market, because this market is big, but is really selective and is really particular. Our main point is to bring them here and let them know that they are good, and let them introduce it, their product to the market in the B2B way. And the other way is the B2C, where in our expo they can even sell their products and taste what the people thinking about it. Because, you know, living here, the tasting is different than in Italy. And sometimes you have to change, or sometimes to explain to them why your flavor is different, because our flavor for us is the best because we are born there. But the American, sometimes they really don't know what is the real Italian dish. What I say every time is that the main dish for the Americans are the meatball pasta, that in Italy no one knows, because it's not really an Italian dish. The meatball pasta is something that the Americans think about it, but if you provide that dish to a real Italian, says, okay, what is this? And we have to adjust sometimes what we want to provide to them.
Yeah, I understand, because I actually did, so to speak, a similar job in my previous professional career, where I was the senior manager of business development in Europe, Middle East, and Africa. So it was bringing US technology to those territories. And again, something that works in a country might not necessarily work in the other country, or the needs of the customers that your technology or your product is going to serve might be very different. And so understanding the culture, the local culture, is indeed a work in progress. Is that there is no manual say this is how you do ABC, and it takes a lot of trial and errors at times, with also some financial investments in doing so.
Yes.
Frequent client visits. The relationship really needs to be nurtured a lot, and then, you know, see how that product might have to be tweaked to meet the needs of that specific
For this reason,
area.
I wanna add that in this expo, the second edition, we will have a booth with the SBDC, a group SBA, that will explain to the Italians, our vendors, there will be more than 100 this year too, how they can get helping from them. Because if you want to come in this country, you need to study a lot, especially if you are Italian. And then you will be a good, or you will have your great business. Anyway, if you come in just to show your good, or everything you want to sell, you can't just say that that's the best product you provide to them. You have to explain them what is it and why you want to be in this market.
So let's see also some people behind this process, and I'm going to share the website just to get people excited, because as you said, this is not just for business to business. This has also a consumer part of it. So people might see the beautiful leather goods from Tuscany. I'm just making one up, but I'm sure Tuscany in the past, or maybe even the present.
A lot of from Sicily this year.
Sicily as well. But behind also these initiatives, there are not only great sponsors, but also, I believe, the CNA, right? The Confederazione Nazionale dell'Artigianato.
We have the Confartigianato, yes. We have Eurosportello is a part of Confesercenti. We have many others. I don't remember everyone right now. I'm sorry, but
no, but that's
on
to prove indeed
on
that
the
this is
website.
also to.
We have the Regione Toscana, of course, sponsor of it. The Regione of Sicily, of course.
Yeah, to really bring also to make room for the artigianato. And
if you want to have some idea of what the people can find, if you scroll down to the website, there is a video from the last year.
Okay, so I mean, people can visit
from the first edition.
Yeah. NEXXT, so NEXXT-expo.com, and spend some time
first
reading.
edition on the bottom.
So, so as I said, let's talk about again people, organizations, companies that want to participate in this market, in this event. Is there a selection criteria, like there have to be a list of this size or so forth, or this is kind of a stepping stone to come to the US, showcase your products, your services, and then decide whether to take it to the next level or not?
We usually wanna to know better about the size and the type of products, and of course what kind of company are they, because like you said, this is a big market, and sometimes if you are too small, it's just something that you can do, and you want to come in and selling some of your products and they have a good experience, but maybe can be really difficult to enter into this market because the number of the products they need usually is too big for some kind of really small Italian companies. But for the quality, usually you don't need to have a really big amount of or sizes of your products. You just need to explain how much good is your product, and you can sell it easily. We of course we want to have we want to know who will be in our expo, because we are doing this to help them to really enter in the market, not just to show themselves and going away with nothing.
And if I remember correctly, your first edition was last year. There was a lot of preparation because I believe it was already in the making pre-COVID.
Yes.
But I believe I read that there were also some webinars that were organized to support this initiative.
We are launching in January a new webinar that will be once or twice a month, a meeting with the Italian companies, with the people living here and having good businesses, and explain to them with the professionals how are the regulation here, what they need to do, what kind of help they can find, which kind of money they need, how the bank can help them, and what are the best for them just to start what they want to do.
Yes. So if we look at California, and also for those on the East Coast, don't fret. There is going to be Boston in May 2024.
May 2024.
And so that will be also a good way of catching this beautiful event. So how is the Californian market? I mean, it's a huge economy there. So how would you kind of describe the taste or, the Californian market?
Of course, the Californian market is more European because with the weather, and many Mexican are here, and many Mexican cuisine is spread, especially in South California, is getting more similar than the Italian taste. And of course, is for all of the products we can find from the food, especially the wine, the Californian market is the 60% of the entire market of US. It's a huge market. The numbers of Los Angeles is amazing because it's huge. But if you think about it, California represents the 5th biggest market in the world alone. Instead, to be into the first market of the world, the numbers are great. They are looking for everything. We have a company, they are looking for beauty, or for everything for is good for
This, beauty
cream and
products.
everything, beauty products. We have distributors that are looking for everything in food and for restaurants. And we are getting there to find some companies that they are ready for the GDO, because it's not so simple to find companies that they're already ready to sell for the big chain. But we are getting there. We have 2 or 3 clients that they are talking about it. We are talking like Costco or some other big seller here.
So again, people going to the expo, let's remind the date is October 19th through the 22nd in Los Angeles, in the Lily of Los Angeles in San Pedro.
Yes.
So you have different...
The crafted of the Port of LA in San Pedro, yeah.
Yes. So you have design and art as one of the categories.
We have wine, we have artisanal products, we have many different kind of businesses. We will publicize maybe at the end of September, in a few days, the full list. And if you want to take a look, we will send it to you and you can take a look. We have more than 100 companies representing the Made in Italy.
Now, obviously, food and wine is, the experience that people might be expecting. Are there tastings or demonstrations?
We have cooking demonstration every hour, and we have pizza show, cooking show. We have also the cassata siciliana that will be made fresh at the expo. And we have, of course, patisserie. We have many booths that will sell just Italian things. We have just one booth dedicated to the arancini ones. Is everything fried, and we have a lot to show. We have, of course, the art section that will represent the best we can provide from the painters from Italy. We have the VIP area that we will give to them a different kind of experience with everything. A taste of everything will be served directly to the VIP area, and they have a wine tasting just for them. They have a dedicated area where they can find also an experience of lights and art instead of the expo. We have a lot of to show. It's difficult to explain because we have so many things going on that is not so easy, especially for me that I'm more an accountant than
No, but I understand, because it's the same thing about just Italy in general. It's such a paese così variegato. When you go and travel, every region has their own unique characteristics and products, and so it's like you're bringing kind of the best experience, the most comprehensive experience right in the heart of Los Angeles, and for people to go beyond their expectations of what the Made in Italy might be look like and feel like, and so forth, because here at Mondo Italiano we have maybe 50 or 60 artisans represented, and they go from the finest gold piece of jewelry to clay or to other things that
you want to join us, we will give you a part of the expo and be there to show to the people. Is not a big deal. Just let us know, and would be grateful for us, because we like to share, because this is the Italian way and this is the Italian heritage. We have to share and enjoy the people, because we grow up sharing, because we are not a rich country. We are coming from a poor country, that for that reason we can create the best all around the world, because and we have a knowledge of the beauty, a knowledge of the senses, the knowledge of the life. And we in our opinion, we have to share with everyone what is the best of us and what is the good of us, to bring also the good of the other ones. Because if you don't meet the people, if you are not with the people, you will never understand what they think and what and how to engage with them.
Yeah. Even in the social interaction,
Yes.
you know, that it's, you know, the first step on how you engage your audience or new people coming to your booth to learn more about your product and so forth. I was reading an article, and actually you had 5 or 6 recommendations on advice to Italian companies that want to operate on the US market. I know, for instance, that there is a huge difference between, you know, the food here. You have the FDA. In Europe, you know, a lot of things go under the European Union control and so forth. Just that it's a huge learning curve.
Like I said, the regulations are really strictly here, and you have to study if you wanna sell in this country. And first of all, you have to understand what is the market here, because if you don't know, the pricing will be the first and bigger problem for your product.
Yes, and then so, you know, we all think that we have the best product, right? But that's not enough. But that's not enough to enter a new market. So what are some other? Obviously, one, create the best you can. But what would you say is number 2?
The marketing research is the best way to start, because if you don't start studying the market and understand what's happening in the area where you want to sell, you will never win in this place.
Yeah.
Because the numbers will give you directly and immediately the size and the investment you have to do to come in this market.
Yeah.
Because we have to be clear, to come in and selling in US, you have to be open to invest part of your money, because without investments in this country, you will never sell anything.
Okay. Then something else that, you know, we talked about learning the rules again, but just the dynamics, the rules and dynamics of the new country, the new market. And then how about competition? How important is it to study your competitors?
Like I said, marketing research and studying the competitors is the first.
Okay.
And you have to be very careful when you want to start to talk with some American buyer or something like that, because they are really into your market and they know everything about it. If you go there and you are not prepared, you don't wanna lose the opportunity.
So do your homework, fate compiti, studiate.
Do your homework. Do your homework.
So and that goes also with a strong marketing strategy, I would assume, and kind of create your brand.
Yes, because it's not also simple to create the brochure and the storytelling of your company, because the storytelling is really important and very important for the Italian companies, because is something that everyone here asking, because they know that coming from generation what you provide to them. And that's the plus, because there are not many companies that can say is 100 years or we are at the 3rd generation. I'm the 3rd generation working in the same company, and we do the same things. Not so simple to find all around the world. And this is what they're looking for. They are looking for the excellence, but they want to know from you why you are so good and why your quality is so different from the market.
Okay. And then also, you know, I remember if it was called a pitch elevator or so forth, just get, because we like to talk, right? So
yes,
get to the point, you know, in a concise amount of time, just to make that initial impression and then have a potential buyer or customer ask you more questions. So Lorenzo, I know that there's going to be a lot of work heading up to the next 2 weeks, so I don't want to hold you up anymore. Just anything else that you would like to
I would like to say that the October 22nd we'll have a charity gala dinner with our testimonial, that is Celestino Drago, but the whole Drago family will share with us the NEXXT Expo and the gala dinner. We will have the gala dinner to the Drago Centro, one of the restaurants of the Drago family, and this is for charity purpose, just to maintain the quality and the high level of production of the made in Italy products, especially in Sicily this time, just to let the people live in Italy and don't leave their country, and remain there and produce the great things that we know we can provide. And please coming and tasting, because we will have a 5-course dinner with paired wine, only made in Italy and only coming directly from Sicily. Okay.
So the expo is free to attend, correct?
Yes.
And in order to participate in this gala dinner, where can
it's
people get information?
$250, and you can find everything on Eventbrite, even to the NEXXT Expo and even to the NEXXT Expo Foundation gala dinner.
Okay, wonderful. Well,
everything is 501c3 no profit and will be deductible 100%.
Okay, that is fantastic. I can't wait to maybe meet you guys, whether it's going to be in Boston.
You have to come to the expo, not maybe.
Absolutely, you would. It would be my happy. I would be like Alice in Wonderland. It wouldn't. There is nothing that makes me more happy than to discover more of the unique jewels that our country produces.
We will have also music and musicians coming directly from Sicily.
Okay, so it's really the full.
Because our design is like to be in a big Italian plaza with the old shops around, and the people can have their experience of tasting and having their coffee or cappuccino or everything with all of the restaurants, with the show cooking and the pizza cooking, eating, and all of the drinks they can have in the middle with a big bar.
Wonderful. So again, reminding everyone, not only in the Los Angeles area, but anyone, just get your tickets, airplane ticket, and go to in October 19th through the 22nd in the Little Italy of Los Angeles. NEXXT Expo is the biggest expo of the Made in Italy here in the US. Well, unfortunately, our time together is up. Il Big Ben ha detto stop. It is time for us to say arrivederci alla prossima. We want to thank you for tuning in into the program. If you have any questions or comments, or if you have any topics you would like us to address, please contact us at theitalianradiohour@gmail.com. We would love to hear from you. And remember, if you or any of your family and friends have missed a prior episode or would like to listen to this episode again, please visit our website at www.istitutomonditaliano.org and click on the Italian Radio Hour tab. You can also subscribe to the Italian Radio Hour on YouTube or where you catch your favorite podcasts. I would like to thank my guests again, Lorenzo Lisi.
Grazie a voi per avermi avuto qui come ospite.
Our sponsor Istituto Mondo Italiano, e until next time, alla prossima. Ciao ciao!